What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Do you ever feel like you're stuck in the siege grind, watching your rank yo-yo up and down, or just can't seem to clutch those crucial rounds? If so, you're not alone. Rainbow Six Siege can be one of the most tactical and rewarding shooters out there, but mastering it takes more than just good aim. With Siege X being out a little over a week now, I figured this would be the perfect time to go through some tips and tricks that have helped me get better as a player, and I'm sure they'll help you too. Whether you're a returning player who's been inactive for a while or a new recruit picking up the game for the first time, these tips will help to elevate your gameplay, win more matches, and maybe even hit that rank you've been dreaming of. If you find any of these tips helpful, drop a like, a comment, or maybe even subscribe. It would help out a lot and just shows that you guys are interested in what I'm doing. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Starting things off, the first thing I like to do before I jump right into ranked games is warm up. Think of your aim like a high performance car on a cold morning. To get the best out of it, it needs to warm up. So why would you jump into a ranked game cold and sacrifice your precious RP? Instead of that dreaded warm up game where you're just getting your feel back, jump into a custom game, the shooting range, or even a terrorist hunt. Dedicate 10 to 15 minutes to aim drills, crosshair placement, and recoil control. Trust me, a proper warm up will make a huge difference in your first few matches. On to our next tip in the list. We need to ditch the one-trick pony mentality. I'll be the first one to admit that this is something that even I struggle with sometimes, but with the new Siege X banning system, relying on just one or two operators is a recipe for disaster. Especially in lower elos, the new ranked banning system basically turns into petty bans, where if you play too well in a certain round, you can expect your operator to be banned. What happens when your favorite entry fragger or anchor gets banned and you're left scrambling? Instead, make it a point to learn and master multiple operators, especially ones that fulfill different roles. Get comfortable with an entry fragger, a support operator, a hard breacher, and someone good for intel gathering. The more versatile you are, the more valuable you become to your team, and the less likely you'll be caught off guard by bans. Our next tip might be an obvious one, but coordination is absolutely key. I see so many players obsessed with their kill count, and while fragging is important, remember this. The ranked system only cares about wins and losses. You could drop 15 kills and lose, and it still counts as just a loss. The easiest, most consistent way to win in Siege is through coordinated team play. Take this next play as an example. At the start of this clip, it's 3v2, but you'll notice I'm still taking my time. I have an idea where the Yazami is due to my Lion's pings, but we don't have any intel on the Goyo's position. Because of that, you can see that I'm still mindful of the possible flank. But once my teammate gets Goyo and it's left to the Yazami, I feel confident that I'm good to drop through the hatch as I know her general location. My teammate who just died even confirms that she was still in bar at the time of his death and pings it. As Ace and I close in, Ace peeks first and draws her fire, which allows for me to look in right after and clean up the kill to win the round. Even if you're a person who's not that comfortable on voice comms with randoms, you can still coordinate. Develop your game sense for things like optimal team compositions, where your teammates are pushing, and how to best support them. Use pings, use the in-game text chat, and always be thinking about how your actions impact the rest of your squad. Speaking of game sense, let's talk about map awareness. This is an absolutely crucial skill. Simply knowing the map layouts isn't enough. You need to understand angles, rotations, common push points, and safe zones. Dying early, even if you traded, often leaves your team at a disadvantage. Think about your position constantly. Are you exposed? Do you have cover? Where are your teammates? Good map awareness allows you to make smarter pushes, hold better angles, and most importantly, stay alive longer, contributing more to the round. Now, with Siege X's new environmental hazards, things get even more interesting. Things like volatile pipes or fire extinguishers can be a game changer, for better or worse. They're a true give and take. For example, a well-placed pipe explosion can zone off enemies or even get you multiple kills.
A few moments later.
Oh, I never put down my rook armor.
Ha!
I'm a fucking idiot.
I knew that would work, dude. Put it right by that pipe. But that same pipe can be used against you. When you're in the prep phase, constantly evaluate these hazards. Are you planning on holding an area with a pipe? Decide then if you want to use it offensively, destroy it to prevent enemies from using it, or leave it as a gamble. This same concept applies to protecting your own deployable equipment. Always be thinking about how the environment can work for you or against you. This next tip is critical for gunfights, and it might just sound like I'm joking at first, but it's a real thing. Swing or be swung. No, I'm not encouraging you to blindly rush into rooms full of enemies. That's just throwing. However, in a fair 1v1 gunfight where both players know each other's general location, latency can give the peeker a significant advantage. If you're holding a static angle, you're often at a disadvantage against someone aggressively swinging on you. So be confident. If you know where an enemy is, consider quickly swinging on them to maximize that peeker's advantage. Practice your aggressive peeks in custom games to get more comfortable with this crucial mechanic. Stenos has a really good video explaining this concept in much better detail than I can, so I'll link it down in the description below. I cannot stress this next tip enough. Use your drone during the round. This isn't Call of Duty where you just run and gun. Drones are your eyes and ears, providing critical information for you and your team. They can pinpoint enemy positions and bomb sites, reveal hidden traps, and scout ahead before you push. Even after you've used your first drone in the prep phase, pick it up and deploy it again. If you can, try to position your drone in a strategic spot where both dead and alive teammates can utilize it. In clutch situations, a well-placed drone can be the difference between a win and a devastating loss. This next tip is a big one. Don't let your ego play for you. We've all been there. Pinned down by 2 or more enemies, and your instinct is to push, trying to take at least one of them with us. But guess what? There's absolutely no shame in repositioning to a better angle or retreating entirely if your position allows for it. Knowing when to disengage and reset is a sign of a smart player. Sometimes the best play is to stay alive, reevaluate, and find a new way to contribute. Finally, with Siege X's movement changes, there are several spots that were once inaccessible that are now very usable for sneaky plays and area control. These can give you unexpected kills and allow you to hold crucial angles. Take maps like Border, Canal, or Chalet. Go into a custom game and explore. Look for crouch spots, vault spots, or areas you can squeeze into that give you an advantage. Finding and utilizing these less obvious positions can throw off enemies and turn the tide of a round. That wraps up some of my top tips for getting better at Rainbow Six Siege. Remember, practice makes perfect, and consistent application of these strategies will absolutely elevate your game. Which of these tips are you going to implement first? Let me know down in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more Rainbow Six Siege content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Until next time, stay tactical, stay clutch, and I'll see you in the next one.